All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is July 5th, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It is your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again. I hope you guys can hear us.
Yeah.
and yeah, we're looking forward to the insanity that will be next weekend. So yeah, get ready, and yeah, we're excited to talk about this event and what happened for the week. I'm sure you got some goodies. I'm definitely excited to talk to.
Yeah. There's definitely a few things to go over. We're in the midst of the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go, because by tomorrow, or at least tomorrow for us, will be the 10-year anniversary. 10 years of this game to the T. And it's crazy, especially because next week is also going to just be insanely crazy. I'm hoping to really release this episode within, finishing this up, and I'll just get it edited out and everything. But I have a lot to do before I actually go to sleep tonight. And oh, Lord, I'm already thinking about things. However, we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game, because we love the game just as much as everybody else. This episode of the Purified podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check us out, Pjtrjt.com/Pokemon Professor. If you would like to become our executive producer, it would be greatly appreciated. If not, supporting us through some other means is always nice, even if it means just listening to us. All right, so, Chris, we're about to head into the most crazy week of Pokemon Go history. But let's go ahead and recap a little bit of what we happened this last week, shall we? So how about you? Let me know what you got, brother.
Oh, just the all goodies. Oh my gosh, yeah, I think we start right about here. Yeah, I want to say. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm completely blanking. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I had that on the podcast.
You always say that.
Think, yeah, I get so mixed up. I think I talked about the Shadow Shiny Dialga last podcast, but I think on the walk after the podcast, I got a Shiny Pidove, which was kind of funny. I hatched a Hundo Volibee. I think that's my second one. And then this was probably the craziest part to me this week was I hatched 2 Hundos back to back.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And it was like the only 2 eggs I hatched that morning. Sprigatito and Execute.
Daily egg and Execute.
Not the craziest.
Yeah,
exactly. Not like the craziest ones. I am really happy about the Sprigatito though, because I think that's my only Hundo for that one. I did get some shinies this week. I got a shiny party hat Squirtle.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah, it was from the wild on 4th of July. And I got one shiny Sobble. I was milking those lures because I was catching a good amount at the beginning, with a Palkia, with an Incense, with the snapshots. Didn't get any shinies. I took like a 2-hour nap, woke up at like 4:55, something like that. Yeah, I tried to get that last second shiny like during the actual event, but nah. But I got the shiny. I evolved some of my better IV ones, but no Hundo, nothing crazy. I think I have like a PvP one, but nothing too crazy.
All right.
I did one research. And the first research was a shiny K-Cat Pikachu.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And then I did do one more after that, but it was just a regular one. I am still hunting some, but I'm not like stressing about that one,
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's some of the celebration Pokemons have already been here for a while, so it's not like it's a full chase and everything, and I'm sure people will have them. And I mean, if people want to trade them, that's cool. It's not like it's my priority to get them in points.
Nah. If you get them, cool. But that's a lot of Stardust to do 10.
Yeah, no, I get it. And then at the same time, you know, you do what you can and get what you get. Any gimmicks yet, or?
No, I haven't attempted any gimmicks yet. Yeah, that one has the 10 on the back right now.
Yeah, which luckily we will have that the ability to get that. I don't know if you actually. Let me check on the news, but I don't. I think that the gimmickle is actually active all the way until July 31st, at least the shiny one. And I don't know. I'm just gonna check right now on the blog post for this. That the 10th anniversary coin shiny gimmickle will be available. The shiny will be active from the day the event started all the way to the 31st. So I don't know if the gimmickle is actually, or at least the 10th anniversary gimmickle is only until the end of tomorrow. And then it will just be shiny for the rest of the month. So I don't know about that. It will be interesting to see if that's the case, though.
I'll run it right now.
Well, you have to walk for that, so.
Yeah, nah, you're good.
Yeah, I did one yesterday, but I didn't get a shiny. I was supposed to do one today, but after the 4th of July celebrations, I probably was a couch potato the entire day. So I didn't really do much today. I spent my stuff into a few things, cut the Go Plus, do a couple of things anyways, but but that's pretty much it for you, right? At least for this week.
Yeah. Other than that, it was just like hunting the shadows and stuff. But
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, you know.
Yeah, no, I getcha. So for me, shiny wise, I did play the whole community day, which was fine. I got a random shiny Articuno out of just a regular raid that I did with friends, and then I got 41 shinies in total for the day, so not a bad hunt. I did get one with the background, which, eventually that will be something that people want to actually get. And then after that, I just been doing a couple of remotes, Go Plus a couple of shinies like a Flood Soul, a Pomni, and small little things like that. Nothing much after that, but again, 41 shinies is not too cuffed off. As for Hundos, I was able to get a Hundo Subble through research, so that was actually pretty nice to see the Hundo. That was my first Hundo now in Telion with the move, so that's pretty nice. Then I did hatch on the same day because of 1-4 hatch distance. I did hatch a Hundo Togepi and a Hundo Corphish. Because you know why? That's it. Like how many eggs I have hatched, how many Hundos I've hatched of eggs, and then I still can get a Shundo out of it, One day it will happen. It's not like Chris, one day. But then after that, of course, we do have the 10th anniversary event going on, all the party hats, all the exclusive costume celebration Pokemons, Wormpole with a hat, Pikachu with a cake hat, and then all the starters and all that. Chemical, as we mentioned, and we have been talking about it, so it's pretty nice. It's only active until Monday night, which I'll still be out and about, but of course I have to work for the rest of the week, so I wish I would actually taken this week off, and that would have been nice, but now I'm just there. So yeah, aside from that, nothing too much to talk about when it comes out to week. It's actually the following week that we're going to be talking about anyways. Also, if you check your Pikachus, Pichus, and everything, and Raichus, you'll see the Mega Energy X and Y. It's ready to go once the Megas come out in the next few weeks. That will be fun. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. I was going to say something. Yeah, so by the time this episode gets released, we'll be in the 10 year of this game being out. 10 years. Crazy to think that this game survived for this long and we're still talking about it. We're still playing it. We're still, ups and downs when it comes down to a lot of different things. But this game has definitely brought us a different perspective in life ever since. Can you ever imagine a world without this game in our lives?
Dude, after 10 years, I don't know. It's a lifestyle now, man. It is.
It's interesting that how this game has shaped almost a generation, if you think about it, because it's if people were born during the time of the height of 2016, they're old enough to be able to have their own accounts and everything at this point, so they should be able to, through a lot of different things. And by the time this game is, I don't know how much longer this game has. Like, I seriously think that we're not there yet, but at the same time, it kind of feels like it's there. It's there. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't want to say that it's ready to die down, because this game definitely has a lot of components of how people's perspective of Pokemons are, and it's definitely a phenomenon that is not going to really change, because it took something that seems simple, and now it's just one of the biggest things that has ever been created in a while, in a long time, in a generation, really. So it's one of those. It's like thinking about it and knowing that this game has definitely changed my life. Definitely the people that I've been around with, the things that the people I met. It's like incredible. Like, I can't imagine not having this game and not meeting the same people that I wish I would always met. Like, I don't know how the world would have actually worked. I never would have probably gone out and made everybody. Chris and I probably wouldn't have never actually seen each other. So it's those things that you think. It's like, what was the what ifs? If Pokemon Go was never here, what would have been the catalyst for us to ever meet? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, I don't know where we'd see each other. Maybe seeing Pokemon cards,
I mean, yeah, Pokemon cards definitely has its own agenda in that sense. But I mean, even I, myself as a collector, and I'm probably gonna be selling all the cards soon. Is that I wouldn't be there. I mean, I would have continued playing Magic the Gathering, and that's probably would have been me just my collections in sense. But Magic the Gathering, even though it does allow me to be around people and all that stuff, it still is something that I could just do from home if I wanted to. I don't know if I would have been the same person going out, wanting to meet people, wanting to play the thing, excited about things, the same way that those games actually continue to be. Probably would have been a hermit for a while. Like, I don't think I would have left the house that much. I'd probably just be playing games online all day and with other friends outside of the world. So I'm glad that this game is here, because this definitely has opened up a lot of possibilities for me to be myself around people that, honestly, I'm glad that I was able to meet. Every single one of them. So, miss you too. Hey, Jed, how's it going? Love it. We gotta hang out someday soon. Not this week, though. I'm gonna be very busy this week, but it's one of those things. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I keep thinking about how this game can truly did change the life of many. And it still is. Every single day. So, happy birthday, Pokemon Go. Hopefully for the next 10, 20, or maybe even forever game. If that's the case, I'll be here. I'll be playing it. And I'm glad that I have met you, Chris, after all this time. And we done incredible things, even having this podcast together. I'm glad that you're always up and at 'em to try to talk about things. I'm glad that I'm really glad that you're my friend, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad that we met each other. You've been a very, very positive part of my life, so I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm glad that even if the smaller things, I can truly be part of somebody's life in that sense, But life moves on. We continue to do things. You never know what's gonna out there. Maybe next time, by the time your kid is ready to go with playing the game, she's gonna have her own account. She's gonna beat us all up. It's like
hatching all the eggs.
Jeez. Oh man, that's gonna be an interesting life, and I'm glad to see it around. So, but with that being said, of course, Pokemon Go 10 years. Let's continue being the best we can. So, thank you so much. Also, to all the listeners out there to listening to the podcast for us this long. I know we weren't day one podcasters, but regardless of even being day one, day two, or even from what we had so far, thank you for listening to us. We appreciate everything that you guys do. So, let's continue being there for everybody, all right? Let's continue doing this, making this game as positive as we can, even though it can do wonders to us. So, all right, so let's get into some research topics. Now, we don't have a lot, but we do have a few things that we want to talk about because, they're important for everybody. Let's start with, I don't know, did July pass? Do we want to talk about that? I mean, there's not really much going on about it, right? Let's see here. All right, so Ho-Ho Gimme Gold holding the 10th anniversary coin and more await in the Go Pass July. This will start on July 7th on Tuesday. So we do have it a little bit later, even though it would have been nice to have it at the beginning of the week while we have all the rates and everything going. But this is, it started on July 7th all the way to August 4th at 10 p.m. local time. The Gold Pass and the Gold Pass Deluxe, as always, you can buy the regular pass for $8 for just for the progression of it. $10 for the 10 extra ranks and $15 for the Ultra Box itself. Of course, it's better to buy it in the web store to get these extra items. And of course, some feature stuff, as we mentioned before. Ho-Ho at rank 100. Gimme Gold holding a 10th anniversary coin at rank 101 and rank 200. So they've definitely a chance of getting that coin. And this gives me the idea that the coin bag is going to allow us to still spawn that 10 coin custom, whatever that we have in there. Some Pokecoins. Looks like this time around it is the 1,400 Pokecoins if you complete the Ghost Pass, the Go Pass Deluxe, and additional encounters and things like that. So as always, rank 1 gives you additional candy from trading and guaranteed candy XL from trading. As rank 25, we do have 40 gifts open per day, 125 gifts per day spinning Pokestops, and 10 more gifts in your item bag. It's always nice to get to that rank a little earlier because I do like sending the gifts as much as possible, but you know, that's because I have the ability to. Rank 50, 2 times daily adventure instance duration, and then rank 75, increased experience and status from Fetching X. I always take advantage of those. Looks like if you upgrade to the Deluxe Pass, you are able to get up to 50 gifts per days and 150 gifts from spinning focus stops and gym stops disc and all that. Really not much to talk about when it comes down to the Gold Pass. Ho-Ho is a nice addition, but I don't know. It's one of those. What do you think about this Gold Pass, Chris? I think it's just like the repeating ones that we have every season at this point.
Yeah, the Goat Pass has been cool for not having to buy like 5 different things and it's all kind of in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
But it really depends what it has going on inside of it a lot of times. And this one has definitely some decent stuff since, you know, we're getting that 10th anniversary goodie, you know, all that jazz inside of there.
Yeah, that's for sure. So there is a little bit extra this time around for the players out there, especially if you're not able to get a coin back or anything like that in that sense. It's still available for you guys in as a free. All right, so how about you talk about what we got in the in-game interface?
In-game. The new event calendar takes your Pokemon Go adventures to the next level. Okay, now I can finally keep track of the events. Let's go.
Yeah, finally.
Introducing the event calendar, a new central location for discovering, learning more about, and planning your participation in events and community meetups in Pokemon Go. We've also streamlined the Today view to keep your daily goals front and center. Very happy. Access the new event calendar by tapping the calendar icon on the lower right corner of the map screen. From here, you can see events that are happening now or coming soon. Tap on an event to see the details. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't been a thing sooner.
True.
It does say updated Today view as well, and it will focus on the field research, daily activities, and Go passes. You can scroll and swipe through these menus to track your progress. Yeah, I think this is very exciting. So, as I mean, they're definitely making it a lot easier to check in on the info that we're relaying. So it's very cool to not forget about it the way I do.
Yeah, and it's not a bad addition in the end of the day. I was gonna show you here. Give me 1 second. Looks like my thing once again just likes to play around. There he goes. All right, so let me just get back to Chris because Chris also needs to be here. All right, so yeah, if you go to the bottom right, you see your research task and everything, but you also see the little calendar that tells you the date of the day. So that's actually kind of nice. So now you're actually able to just go ahead and if you're like RSVP to a meetup, I'm actually RSVP to all the raid hours for the next week. So that's going to be interesting. I have what's happening today, the Cinetic Sunday, which is actually, you know, what you can do with routes and everything, which is pretty cool. And all that shabam. You have what we have the Go Fest for June, which is actually ending in 3 hours and 40 minutes, which is surprising. And then the 10-year anniversary event, which is happening for another 24 hours. And then all the events happening in July. The Go Fest Global, of course. Those at least are the meetups that we have in that sense. And then everything else is like raid hour here, raid hour there, Road to Legends tomorrow. If we click on Road to Legends, it tells me more information about what's going on there. And then takes me to the website all in general. So it gives me all that information. And then that's pretty much, you know, the soul scenario of this thing is like crazy. They also tell you which max battles are available, which is actually kind of cool. So Chansey, Dino, Trubbish, and Phoebus. The mega raids from dates to dates. So right now we have Mega Lucario until tomorrow starts. Sceptile, Salamence, and Aggron. Then we have Shadow Raids, Palkia for the remaining of the month. 5-star raids, all the raid hours and everything. That'd be kind of nice. Max Mondays, Showcase Thursdays, Tuesdays? No, Tuesdays, yes. Spotlight Hours, Go Battle League, Friendship Friday, everything for the month. It's crazy. You can actually, whatever you like to see, you can see it there. Also, Fern, thank you for joining us. How you doing, brother? Appreciate it very much for joining us. But yeah, it's a great thing to say things. Oh my God, there's so many raids people that are inviting me to it, and I don't have remote passes. Please. Just let me be. Let me go to do my own thing. By the way, I'm going tomorrow to a raid hour. I'm there at 5:45, if anything. But you know, we'll see. And I'll try to escape work early if I can. That's just me, though. All right, so yeah, that's pretty cool. At least we know we're not gonna be able to, you know, forget what was happening. But if it is, you know, we'll go back here and just listen to us anyways. So. All right, and that's pretty much it. I wouldn't have any more news. I mean, really, I wish there was more, but I think we know what entirely of the month of July we have. So we'll recap as we go along for the next few podcast episodes. But of course, we can't go wrong with having to recap of what's going to happen in the next week and how to prepare for this insane week of raids. Chris is not even in the other side of the wall. What makes you think that he's gonna send you any different race, brother? That's crazy. But yeah, it's like I need coins. I need money. Anyways, let's recap. That's anything to Monday. It's happening right now as we record this, but there is about 60 plus rates, and we do know that each one of them could have the potential background. Have you seen the background, brother?
No.
Okay, I am going to send this. This is I may actually send a different one. Hold on, let me see if I can find one. Everybody's talking about Pokemon Go, so definitely there should be somebody there. Oh, there. All right, I'll send you this on the news there, and I'm just gonna show it. This is the background that we have in Pokemon Go for each one of the legendary raids available. Which is crazy. It's not... I don't know if I like it, but the animation to actually see it is pretty cool because it's basically like brushing the whole raid icon. Have you seen it, Chris?
I'm trying to find it right now, to be honest. Yeah, you just linked it, right?
Yeah, it's on there.
I mean, I don't hate the image.
I mean, it could at least be in the legendary medal instead of like the raid medal.
Well, I don't know. I kind of dig it. Maybe they'll do the legendary one later on, but
Probably. But
it's nostalgic. But yeah, I think the legendary for the legendaries would have been nice, and then the raid for like the regular raids would have been cool.
yeah, would have been cool. Yeah, it would have been nice. But of course, aside from this, we also have the megas, and the megas are also part of things around the week, which is crazy. But yeah, we do have the 60 plus race on Monday. All the other ones in throughout the week. I'm surprised that we still are looking for Mega. So Mega Salamence is actually available on Monday too, and that's another rate potential background. Can you imagine getting that background for each one of the legendaries or each one of the raids that you get? You'd be insanely crazy to try to actually do this in a day, because 24 hours is not enough. Also, remote raid limit is unlocked. Unlimited remotes for the rest of the week. Don't spend everything this week, guys. Yeah, I swear.
You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
You gotta be conservative. You can do the raids. Just try to do them in person. It's a lot cheaper. Now, of course, if you can't, do what ones that you can do, but not every single one. If you're a madman, like a lot of people I know they are, just getting every single shiny legendary background is going to be an insane collection. People are out there. People will do specific raids. People are doing things here and there. So there are possibilities to trade with people you find in the wild. So, yeah, just be very careful, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. And then after that, of course, we go through the rest of the week. Tuesday, we'll have the White Kyurem, Zekrom, and Downwind Necrozma. Wednesday, we'll have Black Kyurem, Reshiram, Duskmane, Necrozma. 5-star race, Crown Sword, Station, and Crown Shield, Samacenta. Now, this is a very important one for Thursday just because it is a fusion. Well, change form, fusion, whatever the case may be. Not really a fusion. But it is something that gives you the energy for those specific Pokemon. So, and Station and Samacenta has actually, destroyed the meta ever since they were introduced in the game. So it's going to take a while for things like that. Also, I really do love that Fern. By the way, Fern did get 2 Shundo Subbles yesterday. 2, by the way. Yeah. Did I mention 2? No.
Crazy.
Okay. And then Friday, of course, probably one of the most important ones in the week. Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga. Although they are available right now on Monday, you will be able to get, I think, Monday, I don't think there is a, you don't get the special move. You can DM the move, but won't get that moved on Mondays, but you will get them in during the Friday one. Don't quote me on that, though. People are probably already getting their moves already, but still. And then the Primal Race, of course, Kyogre and Groudon will be available too, which is also important if you are looking for the energy itself. Aside from that, there is not much going on throughout specific week for spawns. We'll still get our regular, daily stuff, Max Mondays and everything, but there's not really much going on until the weekend itself. And we don't know what the weekend will be able to do. Which Pokemon should you mega? That depends on what Pokemons you're going to be hunting the most throughout the day. So for tomorrow, you just gotta get lucky, brother. Because you're not going to be able to do every single raid unless you are going to do every single raid, and that's going to be crazy. Any thoughts, Chris? Anything that you want to add to what we're doing here?
Send me raids.
Send me raids. True. True.
Yeah, there's not too much. Just looking forward to Go Fest. I gotta make room. I gotta get space, and most importantly, I gotta have remote passes probably. But there's a strong enough raid group around here that if I go out, I should be good. I
wish that Niantic or Scopely would have listened to us, and for this week alone, just lower the remotes. Maybe discount it. I wouldn't say go back to the original price, because at this point nobody would have actually done anything else. But it would have been the biggest money grab in the world for them. Just lower the price for this week alone, and that would have been it. That literally would have made the entire 10 years already made up in one single weekend, one single week in the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those, like, do I really want to rate everything? In person, probably. I'm already planning that. I'm going to be waking up very early the next few days because I do want to hit the gym too. So it's going to be a wild week for me. I'm not going to sleep at all. What is sleep? I need rates. I need answers. I don't need sleep. I need answers. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Again, don't spend your entire wallet on this, even though you may have a couple of dollars left. But anyways, but don't spend everything on this game just for this weekend alone. Try to mitigate some of the things that you're gonna do. Because in the end of the day, they're gonna come back eventually. Yeah, the background will be nice, which is now the new currency of this game, but that doesn't mean that you need them every single time. And trust me to say, with somebody who actually did 600 rates in the in-person Go Fest, doesn't mean that I get them every single time. So you gotta be happy with what you get, brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Remember, we gotta trade sometimes.
Yeah, and that's also part of the game. You know, if you can trade with people. I mean, if we go with by Beck's example, JT Baller, who literally does everything in this game, and that's of course because it's part of his job. He still trades for things that he wants. There's a bunch of Pikachus with backgrounds from Japan, the people that he wants. There's a bunch of other ones. Like, he has a specific tag for each one of the backgrounds that he gets extra. Maybe not everybody will have them. Maybe they'll come back eventually, but it's a risk we're willing to take for the next 10 plus years. But here we go. All right. So aside from that, the other biggest important things that we'll do, it's X. We do have X hatching a bunch of other Pokemons pretty soon. Especially regional ones. Mr. Mine looks like, or I'm sorry, Mine Jr. will be available worldwide, and Heracross too. I just want to Xander Larvesta, and I'll be happy with my Go Fest. And then Go Fest itself, it's going to be a crazy amount. Yeah, I just it's gonna be crazy in the end of the day, and people are still inviting me to raids. I should probably take myself offline or something for the rest of the night if I want to see a raid or not. If you are planning of actually doing some raids this Monday, I would suggest actually prioritizing the mythicals, because both Darkrai and Genesect unfortunately are not able to be traded. And Darkrai does get a Mega in the future, so that's definitely someone that I'll recommend for things in the end of the day. Ooh, looks like that would be nice for Fern and Chris to meet up later. That's nice. Gotta start planning those trades, especially after Global. Chris, what are your plans for Global coming up?
Probably go to Disney Springs as much as I can.
See, it's not a bad place to play when it comes to Global, especially for spawns, but for raids, I don't know, it feels like it's a little too scattered. Unless there's a community campsite active during that time. I don't know. But, you know, you do what you can. It's going to be interesting to see it. I'll be playing local this time around, and I'll just be hanging out with all my friends, Fern included. And we'll see where we're going to go and do, because we're going to be hunting probably all the Mewtwo's as possible this weekend. Every single one. I don't even care about any other legendary at this point. I'll do them if people want to do them, but I want my Mewtwo, a good Mewtwo energy for all the things that I have here. So I said it's gonna be a wild life, brother. Any final thoughts? Any final things that you want to say to the game, or I'm sorry, the players out there for this week?
Same thing you've been saying. Don't spend too much money.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to have enough money to do Pokemon Go the rest of the year. You know.
Yeah. The rest of the year?
Yeah, not just one event.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Really, that's all. That's all I can think of right now. If you guys have any more tips or anything, just send us a link or anything, however you want to do it. People really want to rate today, don't they? I keep getting invites. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, again, I didn't think that today was going to be a long podcast, as I mentioned to Chris earlier today. But let's go over to a few things in the main series. Tee Hee. All right. First of all, Everyday Wonders for TCG Pocket has come out. How are you doing in that collection, brother?
It's been all right. Not crazy though, The last set has been was really nice to me. I was getting like 3 Terapagos interactives, but the newest one, not a rainbow or anything, just like shinies have been all right.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, I guess. I was going to show you what I got, but hopefully this game...
You got some goodies?
Hopefully. We'll see. It's loading, and it loaded. And I lost Chris. Beautiful. All right, so I was able to complete the set pretty early in the day, and I do have a pack to open right now, so let's see if maybe I get something good. Chris, can you give me the luck?
Shiny, shiny, shiny.
I kind of like the rainbow silver, but oh well. Let's see. Raichu, Wooper, Jigglypuff, Fidough, and Musharna. Bah. Nothing to talk about. I did get a few things this week when it comes down to the game. And those are... I did get a couple of full arts. I did get this full art Mega Diancie EX, which I'll probably be playing in one of the decks pretty soon. Also got a full art Hisuian Sora EX. I was able to trade my alt account for a Rainbow Mega Diancie and a Rainbow Mega Sableye. So that's pretty cool. I was able to pull the Zorok early in the pack opening. And the Immersive Dedenne was pretty cool. A couple of shinies here and there, and that's pretty much it. I did get a shiny Vaporeon EX, which is pretty cool. I like that shiny. But I was able to complete the set pretty well thanks to the help of a few people in the community who traded me the things that I needed, and I got everything else that I needed. So now I'm collecting everything for the next set, because the next set is going to be a fun one. We already know what it is. It's the Sky Rain or whatever it's called with Mega Rayquaza as part of it. So that's going to be one for the books once it comes out. It's going to be a crazy one. So I got to collect as many hourglasses as possible to do a max opening. I'm already on my way there. That's it. That's pretty much it. Pokemon Sleep, even though we don't cover it in the other podcast, but Pokemon Sleep is actually getting his 3-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We are getting a prelude to the 3-year anniversary event. And I think the next starters added to the game will be the Sinnoh starters. So Piplup. What was the other two? Pjtrjt and Chimchar? Yeah, those are the 3 for all of it. Like, trust me, I know my Pokemons, guys. It just takes me a minute, okay? It's like... But yeah, so it's nice to actually see that another game is also doing waves and keeping itself alive for the next few years. So it's actually pretty cool, in that sense. Pokemon Champions is still going pretty well. Pokemon Worlds is happening pretty soon. I know for one of my friends is actually going to Worlds. She was very excited to be able to actually get the ability to go see and spectate the Worlds and the Experience event that they're doing over there in San Francisco. And then what else? Anything in the TCG world that you can remember, Chris?
Not too much. I'm just looking forward to the Rayquazas coming to the real, the actual in-person game.
I think they also announced some things for the 30-year set that it's coming out, celebration set. The only bad thing that I'm going to say is that all the retailers are going to be selling those boxes and whatever they have for almost triple the price, and I don't like where that is going. as a collector and everything like that, it's just too much. I really don't think there's much when it comes down to it. So if I can get it for retail price, great. If I get it double the price, I don't want it. So
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
that's for sure.
I don't think it's gonna be that possible to get it for, you know, the good price.
I mean, did you see how GameStop is actually charging like a regular UPC or something?
Yeah, I saw that, and I think they kind of determine what the market price is, to be honest, just based on how GameStop is selling.
I hate it.
Because like everyone's gonna be able to get it at like GameStop pretty much.
Well, the 30th anniversary, and I think the Rayquaza set in November is going to be the two wild ones of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm not too keen on looking into trying to find anything, though. Of course, my money's going to be gone by the time this weekend it's over. But you know what I'm saying. So, oh man. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's everything that I can think of. Is if there's anything else, Chris, just let me know now, and forever hold your peace.
I think that's everything important.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
Well, I'll say this for the finale of the day or today's podcast. Again, guys, thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you for 10 years of craziness. I hope for 10 years more, 20, 30, maybe by the time I die, I don't know. But this game is definitely going to continue to be part of my life, regardless of where it goes from here on out. So I thank this game for being out for the many people that I have met over the years. I definitely have made longtime friends because of it. So that's good. Thank you, Chris. Again, every time things like this happens, I always say thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being part of this podcast. I know you haven't gotten bored of me yet, unfortunately. So
Nah. I'll be here.
We'll be here. No, we know issues on there. Regardless, we also are 10 episodes away from 300 episodes, so that's gonna be a wild one when we get there. 10 more weeks. We'll see how it goes. If we actually do 10 weeks in a row, but you know, so that's gonna be interesting when we get there. But yeah, we're there. So with that being said, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to the podcast. We truly appreciate it. We do have our podcast services fees, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, not really Google Podcasts anymore, but you know what I mean. Spotify, iHeartRadio, those many places you can leave us a review. We really appreciate it. We want to recognize our Patreons, Matty G, Esper, Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert, Brandi, Pjtrjt, FischerJZE, and James, executive producers of the network, Monkeybread, Xander, KateTheKonz, and Tish Smith. The Elite Four, Oscar, Renee, and our Giovanni tier, Boris. Yeah. So I appreciate it very much for the support, guys, for the network. You can email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow our socials, our social accounts on X, Pure Let It Go, Purified Podcast, and Pokemon Trigger, please tag us or anything cool that you may see for the world of Pokemon Go this week. And then, of course, don't forget to check us out always on Sundays when we are able to do it. I don't know if next Sunday we'll be able to actually podcast, maybe Monday, depending on how it goes for this weekend. And yeah, so just check us out there. Join our Discord, network Discord out there for $1, as little as $1 a month. So make sure you guys check us out there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Chris, I think it's time for you to take us away for the night.
Yeah. If you did not get all the shinies you want, and none of us have, then, get your space ready, get your Pokecoins ready, so you're not scrambling to try and get in all the raids. I would say pick some targets, do what we can, and don't overextend yourself. Have a short and sweet list of your goals, and then, hopefully you get what you want. So we'll catch you guys next week with even more Pokemon Go news, and hopefully we got some good stories to tell. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.
Keep purifying them. Good luck this week, this weekend entirely. We'll see you guys on the other side of our wallets. Keep purifying them. See you guys next time.